Max's Brave Rescue. Once upon a time, there was a house on the edge of a small town. In this house lived the Jenkins family. There was John, the father, Mary, the mother, and their two children, Sarah and Jake. They also had a golden retriever named Max. Max was a friendly dog, always wagging his tail and happy to see everyone. He was also very smart and had a strong sense of smell. One night, the family was playing board games in the living room. They were laughing and having fun. But Max wasn't playing. He was sitting by the front door, his ears perked up and his tail down. He looked worried, and he sniffed the air as if he smelled something unusual. As the night went on, Max began to bark. At first, the family didn't pay much attention. Dogs bark sometimes, and they thought he might have heard a noise outside, but Max's barking became louder and more urgent. He even started scratching at the front door. John got up from the game and walked to the front door. He opened it slightly and saw a soft orange glow in the distance. It was a fire, and it was getting closer to their house. John quickly closed the door and shouted to his family, "We need to leave now!" Mary grabbed Sarah and Jake, and they all rushed to the back door. But the fire was spreading fast, and flames were already reaching the sides of their house. The family started to panic, but Max was calm. He barked once and ran toward the garden gate. It was like he was saying, "Follow me!" The Jenkins family followed Max through the gate and down a narrow trail that led into the woods. Max knew the way because he had often gone for walks with the family along this trail. The fire was burning brightly behind them, and they could hear the crackling of branches and the roaring of flames. Max led the family to a small creek. The water in the creek made this area safer, as the fire couldn't cross the water. They stayed by the creek, away from the smoke and flames, until they heard sirens in the distance. The firefighters had arrived. Soon, the firefighters were putting out the fire, and the family was safe. They were so thankful for Max's bravery. If he hadn't warned them, the fire could have trapped them in their house. John gave Max a big hug, and Mary petted him, saying, "You saved us, Max." The next day, the Jenkins family saw the damage to their house. It was clear that if they hadn't escaped, it would have been much worse. The local news heard about Max's brave rescue, and they came to interview the family. Max became a local hero, and everyone in town knew his name. From that day on, the Jenkins family always listened to Max when he barked. They knew he had saved their lives, and they were grateful to have such a brave dog. Max was more than just a pet. He was part of the family, and they loved him dearly.